Whyt Manga. Udonze, I guess that's his real name. I forgot. He's Nigerian, by the way. He's Nigerian. So my fault. Udunze or Udunzi? I'll say Udunze. My bad if I'm butchering his name. Odunze is a published author, illustrator, and co-founder of Saturday AM, Saturday PM, Fan Art Friday, Brunch, My Footprint Entertainment, LLC. He makes videos about anime and manga drawings, tips, as well as tutorials based on his experience as a comic illustrator, helping to illustrate a comic called Samurai Top Hat. He also created a short story called Candlejack, the pages of which remain on his DeviantArt account. His channel is dedicated to teaching others how to draw and illustrate manga, as well as details like shading, skin tones, and backgrounds. He has his own comic series called Apple Black. Now, some of you guys who know about Whyt Manga, he's probably more well known for Apple Black and Saturday AM, and Saturday PM. I used to watch his YouTube videos a ton when I was trying to figure out like how to, make comics, try to make manga. Like I was always like going back and forth to his videos trying to figure stuff out back when I was like in high school and stuff. So yeah, Whyt Manga was like a huge influence, is still a huge influence, I feel like, in the Black community when it comes to, anime, stuff like that, and I mean manga, you know what I mean, um, just comic books in general, um, and so like Whyt Manga, Saturday AM slash PM, those guys, I put them like right next to like RDC World, when it comes to like how I feel like RDC World put anime on the map. People like Whyt Manga put black manga, on the map, is encouraging black artists, seeing more black representation, in manga and things like that. And I'll be honest with you, like in high school, like I didn't really care too much about the black representation stuff. I just cared about the good storytelling. I cared about, I love action shonen. And so that's what I care about, for the most part. you know, um, Fast forward today, it's like, you start to see a lot more of this. I've been seeing more of these white supremacists kind of, um, you know, video essays. I've been looking more, just trying to be more listening to both sides, when it comes to like conservatives and liberals. As a Christian man, like we should rebuke certain things. We should stand firm in certain things and honor our Lord. But I think it's also wise and important to see other people's point of view and, just be slow to speak and, quick to hear, like scripture says we should do as Christians, and so it's caused me to be a lot more open to hearing different point of views. And like on the liberal side of things, I wouldn't really consider myself a conservative or a liberal, if I'm being honest. I just want, like, I want my Christian family to prosper. I want the Christian church to prosper. I think it's super important to build the community, to build communities, to build the world you want to see, and that you want to see, um, and not really ask for handouts, or build a world around you to where you don't have to ask for handouts in the outside world and things like that. And so that's kind of where my priorities have lied, these past few months, these past few years. Now it's just been me trying to trying to make myself more competent, more reliable, more uh, I don't know, just trying to build myself into what I believe my Lord and Savior will want me to be as a Christian man, trying to build myself to be what I feel like my church needs me to be. That's been my focus. Um, and I lost track of what I was saying, but pretty much what I'm trying to say is I've been trying to be more open to hearing other sides of the story and things like that. And what I've been hearing from the liberal side of things lately is, the level of racism that has just been on the internet, on Twitter, on, YouTube, oh man, especially these past like 3 4 years, man. It's been it's been crazy, man. And racism is spread out. It's everywhere. It's in politics. It's in Hollywood. It's in anime, manga. Like I remember seeing a bunch of videos. You know, um, in during high school, and just like seeing video essays on how black people were depicted in Japan. And I think one of the most famous examples is Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z. The super pitch black alien looking guy with the weird fish lips. And um, we know Japan, like that's what they used to really be on when it came to depicting black people in anime and manga. It was the big stupid black character with the fish lips and the like, just like fish eyes. And like, yeah. um and I don't know, I never noticed it. I never paid attention to it until it started being pointed out, until I started seeing these videos on YouTube of black creators pointing this stuff out, like, hey, they be doing that to us. Like, and even then, it never occurred to me that Japan kind of had like this racist like view towards black people. I didn't really realize it, but then I started seeing these videos and it kind of opened my mind. I was like, dang, I guess they're right. Like Japan's, they're kind of racist, and it makes sense because look at how on the other side of things, look at how they depict uh white people in anime. Like Goku, when he goes Super Saiyan, he has the green eyes, blonde hair. Naruto, the main character of Naruto, and he has blonde hair, blue eyes. Some people could argue like Killer B. Like, I think Killer B is awesome. I love how they have made Killer B in the Naruto story personally, but I've heard like some people mention that they don't like the fact that he's like this rapper who's always like just right. Like I love that about Killer B personally, but I can see other people's point of view on that. That he's just like this kind of like rapper ninja who like writes. Oh, whenever he gets an idea for a new like rhyme, oh, let me write this down. Yeah, like even the way he talks, like people don't really like that. But there's other like characters, black characters in Naruto as well who are pretty cool. Darui is one that's I think is well known in Naruto Shippuden, specifically in the Fourth Great Ninja War that took place. You have his underling. I think I forgot his name, but I've seen someone do a killer cosplay of that guy, and it was fire, bro. I don't know if it was like photoshopped or something. It looked so accurate, but it was super cool. If I can pull it up here so you can see it, like I'll put it up because it's fire whenever I see it. Oh, in Bleach, Yoruichi, like she's super cool. Like, yeah, and especially now, I just feel like Japan has been kind of catching up, and you can see that in the way that they have chosen to make black people look in the more modern anime and manga that's come out. There's like some new stuff. Like I haven't watched it, but I hear it's doing pretty well. Like I forget the I don't really know the name of it. I haven't watched it. Maybe I should, because people are like, all I hear is good stuff about it. And this mangaka has done black people right in that one, I'm hearing, and the character designs look cool to me, man. And so, yeah, I think Japan's starting to catch up, man. I don't think I've heard like people say Japan's racist and stuff, and they probably were. They probably were. Um, like you look at anime back then, and it's like I just named two, like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. Like like, and there's plenty of other, anime that it has, that's been out in the past, and it shows kind of like the mindset of Japan and how they view us, how they view black people, how they view white people, and versus today, and I think they're doing all right today. I think they're doing a pretty bang up job at representing black people and stuff, and I don't really have a problem with Japan, but there is an issue with people in America though. Like you'll see stuff on Twitter, for example. What even inspired me to even just talk and make this video is this picture right here. Whyt Manga, who we mentioned earlier in this video, he has Clock Striker, the manga in there, and there was an image of someone kind of redoing the main character of Clock Striker. And the thing that messed me up was that they even added Whyt Manga. Like, hey, look, I fixed it. Like, they literally put that in the tweet. And it was probably rage bait. It was probably rage bait, to be real. Like, that's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, yeah, this is probably just rage bait. Like, you should just ignore it and just move on. And no doubt like, I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's just ignored it. Like, it probably wasn't even like, it's just people just trying to get attention and trying to get their name out there. I don't know. It's like, what do I think about like this racism stuff when it comes to anime? It's like, it's nothing new, bro. It's nothing new. Like, I don't feel much of anything when I see this stuff. It's like, those people are just losers, bro. Like, in my opinion, most people who are racist, black or white, Asian or yellow, green, like whatever, bro. It's just people who are like lame. It's just lame people. Like they probably wouldn't. Most people wouldn't do this to you to your face in real life because they'd probably get smacked up for real. For being honest, like most people are not like that in real life. They're just keyboard warriors and things like that. And so I don't really think much of it because it's like, bro, it's just it's like I don't know. It's no different from what like you see from like those people who make those videos trying to irritate people on like at the grocery store, like those pranks and stuff. Like they're just trying to get a rise. They're just trying to get people to pay attention to their content, or to pay attention to them. Not even necessarily content. There's people on the internet that just want attention just for the sake of it. Um, and so yeah, I don't. That's it. I don't think too much about people being racist in the anime community, in the manga community, because it's like manga and anime are just growing here in the West. Black African Americans, we put anime on the map, and we did that for manga as well. So it's like I feel like everybody knows that. Like to be real with you, like black people put it on the map. So it is what it is what it is really. So, but yeah, that's it, man. Hey y'all, it's me again, and I'm gonna add this to the back end of the video. But I just wanted to tell you guys this because life is so strange. It's really funny to be real. But I ended up this just happened like 2 days ago. I kid you not. After me taking making this video, and we me some brothers and sisters from church, we went to celebrate a friend's birthday party at kind of like this kind of arcade area, um and we went paintballing. We went paintballing and we played some games and everything and had dinner afterwards, and it was just a good time. It was a good time. We were celebrating a brother's birthday, and we finished paintballing. Oh, this is so weird. We finished paintballing and we just had a fun time. We just had a good time. We were talking with the other team after we finished playing them. Um, and we're like, aha, you got me. Yeah, oh, that was you who shot me. Like, yeah, okay. Like, we were having fun. Everything was fine, right? And there's this like group of white people in the corner of the locker room, and we're getting our stuff situated. We're getting our stuff together and all that. it's three it's three white guys. I couldn't tell how old they were. I like they looked around our age. Like I don't know. They could have been high schoolers. They could have been like I don't know, like working men. I couldn't really tell. Something about them like gave off like frat boy vibes or something like that. But it was three guys and one girl sitting at the table, and we're passing by them to get our stuff from the locker, and everybody's conversating. We're having a good time and whatnot, and they're like kind of trying to make this joke, like they're saying the N word, but they're not really saying the N word, but they're saying I forgot what word they were using, but it was it was like a very it's meant to make it sound like the N word, and so they're saying it over and over and over again. You know, they're snickering and laughing in the corner, and they're saying it so loud. I don't know if they think that we weren't gonna hear them, or maybe it was meant to be heard because they wanted to try and I don't know get something out of us or something. I don't know. And I just remember being so shocked and confused. Like I'm looking around, I'm looking at my bros, and I'm like, "Am I the only one hearing this?" And I like go to one of my bros. He sees me and he sees my face. He's like, hey yo, bro, you good? Like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? Like, and I tell him, I'm like, hey yo, bro, hey, bro, I think one of those white dudes is like trying to disrespect us, bro. I think they trying to clown us or something, bro. And they said that N word one more time, like not the N word, but they said that word that sounds like it's the N word. They said it again, right? And I turn around and I look at one of the dudes dead in their face because at this point, this hasn't. There is one other time this has happened to me when it was a long time ago. I was in high school, and me and my brother were going to the gym, and I forget what gym this was. It wasn't near our house, but we went to this gym, and we're waiting online, and there's these Asian people in front of us, or Chinese or whatever, Chinese people in front of us, a mom and her little boy. And the little boy, me and my brother are waiting online, and we're behind these two. And the little boy turns around, he points at us, and he just goes, and I'm gonna say, and he goes, niggas, niggas. And me and my brother, we looked at each other, we were like, what? We were like, yo, he said that, yo, that's crazy. And the mom didn't even turn to us to apologize. She quickly like turned her boy around and just like, I don't know, didn't even acknowledge our existence, just pretended we weren't there. And we were so like we were so dumbstruck. We couldn't believe it. We were looking at each other. We were like, wow, this little Chinese kid just called us niggas. Like that's crazy. I'm like, dang, it's like that. It's like that. But that was the only experience. I'm 27 now, so that happened way back when I was like in high school. And so that was the only time up until this point that something like that has happened to me. So when it happens again, but this time, like we let it go. It was kind of upsetting, but we let it go. It's like, bro, it's a kid, bro. Like sadly, his parents probably taught him that because there's no way he can just point at someone, niggas. There's no way you could point at someone like to just do that that's taught. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that was the only time that's happened up until this point. But that was with a kid. These were grown men, and so at this point, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I would want to confront these dudes. And I know myself, I know that if I confronted them, it would have gotten pretty violent. If it wasn't like anything other than an apology, it would have, things would have not gone well, you know? And so luckily, like the girls that were there, they packed their stuff up, and the girls were with us too. Like the some of the sisters from our church were with us too, and I feel like I'm the only one that heard them doing that. I don't know. I guess I was the only one that heard them doing that, and if the women came to me and would have said, hey Chris, I think they're calling us niggas. I think they're trying to like I think they're trying to make fun of us. Like if the women heard that, I would have been more angry. You know, I would have been more upset. But luckily the girls grabbed their stuff. Everybody grabs their stuff and we're moving to the arcade area. We just leave and I'm just like, man, forget it. All right, whatever. And we just leave. Cause I was gonna confront them. I was gonna be like, hey man, so what you good? Like what are you trying to like what are you doing? Like what's happening right now? And but luckily I didn't do that because I know myself and I think it's moments like that, man. I thank God that he doesn't put me in certain situations because I'm I don't like to be a violent. I'm not a violent person. I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm not. But it's like there have been certain situations in my life where I did not handle something well, and it could have went just really bad. And I'm just glad. I'm very looking back now, like a few days later. I'm glad that I didn't do anything. Like I'm glad that everyone just packed up their things. All right, let's go to the arcade. Let's go do this stuff, and we just moved on to another section of the area, and that was it. But yeah, I was just at work the other day and I was thinking about that and I was like, wow, there's people out there. Because we live in, the crazy part is we live in New York. New York is a very blue state, right? And so I don't know. I just thought like red states, like, you know, conservative, these white supremacists lean more to like conservative side. And so conservative red state, I just assumed like more of like the racism would be in a red state. I just didn't think this stuff would. I was just shocked because I didn't think this stuff would be popping up in New York, you know, a blue state. Like, but yeah, that was crazy, man. And I was like reflecting on it, and I was upset at first, but I immediately just like forgave those guys in my heart because we've all fallen short of the glory of God. You know, we're all sinners in the sight of God. I looked at those guys and I was upset, and I, you know, had thoughts in my mind of dealing with them a certain way, and I realized it's like, bro, I sin against God every day, every day. Like I'll pray to God and apologize and say, Lord, I'm sorry I did this, and I'll go back and do it again, you know. And so it's like I have to forgive those guys. I have to just let that go and move on because I look like a hypocrite, you know. And that's what I'm so thankful for to God for is like helping me to just see that it's like it's not worth it. It's hypocrisy, really, because I'm sure I've done things that have upset people to the point where they would want to get physical with me or the point where they would not want to speak to me anymore. And so what do I look like harboring this kind of disdain, this hatred towards these people, these guys, you know? And so I just let it go. I just let it go, really. I'm not upset or anything like that. I just wanted to add this to the video because it's so funny that this happened right after I recorded the first part of this video. So, oh, but yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I just wanted to report on that. Yeah, love God, forgive people, forgive people. Um, there's a lot of messed up weirdos out there who just want to like I don't know, who are just not thoughtful about other people. Like we're having a good day and they just wanted to try and make it weird, you know? But yeah, have a blessed day, man. I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.